Hello and welcome everyone, I am Madals and welcome to a very special edition of StarCraft 2 England because today I came to the little problem of I have actually cast every half decent game I could find. So I was like, I've run out of games to cast because not much has been going on. What can I do? So I went to Twitter and I put out a call, does anyone have any awesome games that you would like me to cast? And basically the answer was, yeah, we do actually. And I got given this. It's game 1 of a best of 3. It is a team game of 4v4. And it's from i47. Of course, I was casting the i7 Masters there. And these are some of the people in the open bracket. There's some of the highest level players in the UK who are pro. So, yeah, let's go around and just introduce them. We do, of course, have Shibby. He is spawning in the, let's call this the 9 o'clock position. And then above Shibby on his team as well, we've got Reno in 10 o'clock. Then we've got Moomin at the 11 o'clock. And finally at the 12 o'clock position, we do have Rockcod. Their opponents are Barcode Zerg. We've also got Borm. We have got Randy, or our Andy. And of course, Remnant. Remnant. I cannot say that word. That was terrible of me. I do apologize. So, 4v4, as we can see, we're probably not going to keep the production tab open for too long, because during the mid-game, we may end up getting, like, not being able to see anything other than what they're producing. So being a 4v4, things can go pretty random. This isn't going to be, I can assure you, a very analytical cast. It is just going to be purely for fun, because sometimes doing things for fun is awesome, as we all know. So far, we've got some walling off coming down here. We've got a little bit of walling off coming down here as well, just slowly. Of course, Zerg players can't wall off. God, that's always a disadvantage. The other thing, when you get this kind of close by spawning position, if you get a Zerg player who decides to spread creep, and you're next to a non-Zerg player, suddenly, like, tables are flipped because it gets awkward. But we've got expansions coming down now. Of course, expanding isn't really too easy, because as we can see, we've got 2 players here, with, like, 1 base in the center being contested by these 2. So, really, there's only 3 relatively okay to take naturals between 4 players. That does not equal too much fun, but that does not matter. So far, in terms of the production, we've got Rotorons coming out, we've got Barracks coming out, we've got Gas coming out, Hatcheries, everything. So, it's just a whole train of information. So, I am literally just going to be playing this in the sense of we are going to just scream about what goes on, and don't worry, people listening with headphones, I'm not actually going to scream too much. I may do a little bit, I may get excited, because of course, these guys deserve some more exposure. Of course, i48 is coming up in March, so we'll be there with a £10,000 prize pool for the i7 UK Masters, so that is going to be absolutely insane, and a shameless plug for i7 as well, because I do loads of casting with them, so make sure you follow the @i7 UK Masters Twitter account and Facebook and all those sort of things to find out what happens. Now, apparently some pinging going on, which is literally killing everything. They've got a lot of communication. These are good teams. These 4 rather, on each side, if they went over to League of Legends, they would be rocking it with a bit of practice. So, yep. So far, expansions coming down, Rotoron coming down, double gas. All the builds in 4v4 are completely irrelevant in 1v1, obviously, because you just have to make random things. You've got Stim coming out, so that is straight away more tech than you'll see in the majority of team games. Most team games, of course, ending with whoever can cheese the fastest. Expansions are definitely down. And so we got a team who are like, yeah, we should definitely expand. Expanding is a good thing to do, versus a team who's like, expanding? Pff, we're gonna 4-gate you. And that is really what's going to be going down here at the moment. Looking back at this, we've got some robotics facilities on their way. Twilight Council's finishing up. We've got a little bit of engagement in the middle. Ooh, you've got to be careful here. We've got a lot here for team, let's call it Team Shibby, because Shibby I have cast in the i7 UK Masters. So Team Shibby is doing pretty well. Obviously Team Born is now having a little bit of problems though, because as we can see, they have not got much stuff. This is super aggressive, as we can see already. They are pinging like mad. They're just like, seriously guys, come save me, come save me, come save the Barcode, who is supply blocked, unfortunately. That is never gonna be too much fun. Still though, the aggression coming in. The roaches are there. Shibby's roaches are going to be very frustrating to deal with. And of course, we've still got this aggression pushing forward. Units streaming across the map. But reinforcements on their way in. Remnant is definitely going to come and clean this up. He's like, nope, you get away from this base. Andy is my friend, and I'm not letting my teammate fall this early, and the counter-aggression is on its way. The Warp Prism there, though, for Rockcod. He could be warping in some dangerous things. In comes some Marines, because, of course, Marines are good units everywhere. Randy's been like, back, guys, we don't have this, pull back, we're fine. But no, we can see here, the Born, he's aggressive. He's like, no, we ain't going back now. We've committed to this push. Oh, fine, since you've all left, I'll go back. Gah. And you can just imagine him raging if they're in voice chat right now. He's being like, we had this, guys, we could have killed them. The Twilight Council on its way down now, so still no expansions at all from the top left team. The bottom right team, oh, they've got a Warp Prism. They've got the Warp Prism inside Rockcod. He's going for it. There's nothing there. Oh, Warp Prism, get out of there. Not by the lava. Don't warp into the lava. That would be bad. Ah, the poor Warp Prism gets completely destroyed, and then its parts even getting destroyed by the lava. That is always bad, bad times. Yep, lol, Rockcod indeed lost his Warp Prism. So, are we ready to go? We've got an expansion coming down here for Shibby. It's been spotted, though. So, straight away, that's going to be forced to cancel. Shibby going for a bold little move there. He's trying the best he can. Born, he's got a decent amount of stuff out there. But look, here we go. We've got a big force moving across the map at the moment. Looking at this army supply, it's just a whole load of numbers. It's not worth looking at the moment. So, here we go. We've got some engagements, a much better arc for the Barcode Zerg compared to Moomin. Moomin is in serious problems now, but meanwhile, on the other side, we do have more forces on their way through. We've got reinforcements from Shibby. We've got reinforcements from Reno. They are coming for. They're trying to push this back. They're trying to get some nice rounds. Randy's forces completely isolated from his teammates, but there is Remnant. He's helping out. He's going to be trying to force this back. It's Roach, Marauder, the Roach Stalker, and apparently Roach Marauder is a good composition, guys. Born is now coming into this as well. Suddenly, the extra production from those earlier expansions really helping the bottom right team. They are going to be starting moving. They are going to be starting here, killing, and up. Here we go. And yeah, as we can see, we're going. We are indeed going. We've got a major problem. Reno and Shibby are definitely not enjoying this right now. They are under siege, but they're behind a nice little wall off. So as we can see, damage being done. The Spine Crawler is starting to pick away. Meanwhile, Barcode Zerg is just like, hey, are me and Remnant meant to be doing anything here? No, we're just going to chill. We don't want to fight. We did our bit. We'll come back now. And yeah, Randy, wise words. Go back and macro. Because in 4v4, you either attack or macro. You don't try and do both at the same time. Do be serious. Now, let's look around. What can be recovered from this? Well, we do have the Templar Archives there, but it's unpowered. We do have Storm unresearched. That's a bit of a problem. Still no expansions, apart from this one that's just been chucked down. Rockcod, you are going... Yes, you are indeed 2 bases up. You're actually 3 bases up, to be honest with you. You've got 3 additional bases. Randy, being good guy, and it's just like, hey, does anyone need any gas? Because I'm pretty much just making Marines. How much is he banking? Wow, look at that. Look at that banked up gas there. Still, though, the Nexus on its way down, but it's been pinged. It's been spotted. Rockcod there. Moomin is moving over. Oh my god, Moomin. You've got 3 medevacs. 2 of them are partially full, and there is nothing left to defend. Barcode Zerg! Barcode Zerg, you're gonna die! Oh, the spawning pool. Just as speed was about to finish at the 11-minute mark. Just as there was about to be speed. Is it gonna go speed? It is gonna finish! That is pretty good going. Straight away there, we're gonna be happy. As our little Barcode Zerg, but still, we know he's losing stuff. Remnant is pushing forward. Shibby tried to go with some roaches, tried to go for a little stealth attack. Meanwhile, though, what's happening up here? Rockcod's expansion on its way down. We do, of course, have Reno's expansion as well. Poor old Shibby. All he wanted was another hatchery. He's on a 1-base Zerg at the moment. That is never going to be too fun. If we look at the units out for these guys, it's only particularly interesting. Oh, there's a Warp Prism somewhere for Rockcod. Rockcod does indeed have a Warp Prism somewhere. Meanwhile, everyone else researching stuff. Looking at 4v4 production tabs is the silliest thing to do. I must stop doing it. It just doesn't work. But still, as we've got more engagements coming down, this is actually turning out to be a pretty long 4v4. Let's go north and put pressure on. Randy is definitely taking the lead here. I did say it was Team Born, but I've changed my mind. It is now definitely Team Randy. He is controlling them. He is their brave commander-in-chief. He is pushing forward. He's going to take those rocks out. Going to try and loop around the back to take out Rockcod's base, which is so critical to the top left team. Meanwhile, though, Remnant, his roaches are very lost. He has some very, very lost roaches. Of course, Rockcod there ready with the War Prism. And yeah, they just want to go and snipe the base and leave. So, here we go. Here we go. They're going in. They're going straight forward. And this is a lot of units to take out Nexus. That Nexus is going to fall incredibly quick. We do see a lot of units trying to pull back now for Rockcod, but the Nexus is down. Meanwhile, Shibby is trying to expand anywhere he can. Bless him, Shibby. He's just like, I just want a base. I need another base right now. I'm a 1-base Zerg player trying to support Infestors. It's not going to work anytime soon. But here we go. The units, they're pulling back. Oh, the Marines and Marauders. The Marines and Marauders, get back. Get back. Ooh. They're going to go down. Randy is saved by the Bell by Born. Born, the hero, he does not want his captain-in-chief to fall, so he tries to get some storms down there. Meanwhile, Barcode is on his way through. And yeah, Randy's like, I'll give you some Gasborn for some more Tempest. More Templar, rather. And yeah, this isn't Heart of the Swarm, so we're not going to see any Tempest, unfortunately, because they are good units. Everyone loves them, but look at this. A Doom Drop is on its way through. Born is trying to expand. He's like, I need an expansion, but look at this. Oh my goodness, so much stuff. The ping's going off, just like, look at the mini-map, guys. Well, I'm about to die. And yeah, well, we have a couple of Stalkers coming back. Born is seriously the most epic team player ever. He's just like, always saving my mates. Not going to let any of you guys die, but poor Born. It could come back. He's going to be forced to cancel that Nexus. Almost certainly. There's only a couple Marines there, though, actually, and they're not focus firing in the slightest. So is Born going to get the karma he deserves and get to keep that base? Well, it would appear so. Meanwhile, though, down on the other side, a couple of Zealots have come in here for Rockcod. Pings going off everywhere. Really helps me see what's happening. Shibby trying to push through. He's going to try and come and take down Remnant's base down here, but he's not going to have too much fun because here, of course, is Remnant. He's coming back to defend this. We've got large forces on each side, and all in all, their army supplies. This is a quick look at the supply. All of them around the 100 mark. We do, of course, have Remnant with, like, huge amounts of supply just because he's going pure Roach. But, well, Born, he's getting a little bit trapped by Rockcod there. Reno is on his way forward. Born is just like, I want this base. Do not try and attack me. Go for the other guys. I no longer care about being a team player. I just want my own expansion. Just one. It's all I ask for. Here, though, we do, of course, have Barcode trying to hold off this massive Marine Marauder, Medevac Stalker Templar force, and it's not going too well. The storms are hitting brilliantly, and as we can see, damage is being done absolutely everywhere. So many units going down, so much damage being done, and, well, as we can see, Medevac seriously helping the situation here, but Born to the rescue. He is going to come back. Those Templar for Reno are going to go down, and as we can see, damage is going crazy. Look at this force. This is some really big engagements. This is where you really wish, as a caster, you could zoom out the map even more and look at things from a mile away. Some Infestors coming in. Shibby has made the most OP unit in the game according to the forums, but still, he is on his way through. He's doing more damage. He's trying to do this, and Born is just like, too far. We went too far. We need to run back. We need to escape because they're making stuff. Both teams rather, are taking all the bases. Moomin does not like expanding in a regular fashion. He's just like, I might have a base up here, but I want to take this bottom left one. Basically right next to Remnant, and Remnant is gonna have to be very, very careful because Randy, he's trying to protect him, but this bottom base from Moomin is under some problems. Some roaches here now. So many SCVs are going to go down. Meanwhile, we've got more engagements happening pretty much everywhere. They're trying to engage. There's so much going on. Casting 4v4s is a complete nightmare, but I hope you're enjoying it. It's pretty random, it's pretty fun, and all in all, it's pretty equal. It's surprisingly equal teams at the moment, but look at these Medevacs. So many Medevacs, it's pretty bold. We do, of course, have Reno trying to, well, macro up, basically. He's like, I'm going to get some more units. He's under 100 supply, though. Some more engagements coming in here. Shibby moving forward. Shibby Moomin. Shimmy and Moomin are definitely not fans of Remnant, and as we can see, the fungal growth's going off for both of the Zerg players here, but the Marines and Marauders definitely tipping the tide of the battle in favour of the top left team. Meanwhile, down on the other side of the map, we have Barcode Zerg coming down. Randy being like, can't save that base. Not going to work. It's going to go down, so he runs back, and yeah, this hatchery is definitely going to be going down now. No more engagements coming up here, but a base has been lost by those drones running around, and I'm just desperately trying to look at the minimap to try and work out, hang on, where are these engagements even going off? Born happily hiding, wanting to take out Rockcod's base at the top. And yeah, there's a couple of Colossi moving forward. Rockcod, don't pick a fight you can't win. You've got to be careful. You need your teammates, and just in time, Reno's on his way over. But look at this, Barcode Zerg on his way as well. Randy just sitting down here waiting, trying to find the right time to attack. That scouting factory is getting taken down. Real Moomin is still there for the time being. We do have Barcode Zerg pulling back. Reno on his way forward. He's trying to get the surround on this base, and in from the other side we do have Rockcod. He's coming through good storms, and Rockcod is now going head to head with Born. Protoss v Protoss. It's getting pretty tough. That Archon a bit in the way, but a nice storm out of Born, dealing some nice damage on the Colossi, being forced to pull back. What's this though? Reno, is he going to go for the surround? Is he going to try to? No, he's not, because, well, as we can see, Barcode Zerg is there. This is forcing a full retreat out of Rockcod. Reno down on the other side of the map. We've got some crazy engagements going on. We have got fungal growth hitting massively. Shibby really getting those fungal growths where they're needed ASAP. But now, of course, so is Remnant getting down some great fungals. And the damage is just pretty insane for both sides. And I realize I've said that quite a few times. But how else do you describe like a 4v4 battle? Looking at the army supply, they're still all around the 100. Nobody's managed to max out yet, because why on earth would you try and do that off of one base? And still the engagements, couple more storms are hitting everywhere. Production tab, not much actually going on because they're all pretty broke, to be fair. They're all mined out at their main. And the money is now going to become the problem. We do have this gold base still with some money in it. It's gold base here. Shibby wants that though. Shibby's just like, this is my base. Randy, get out of here. You are not landing your command center. It is not happening. Meanwhile, they're moving. He's happy with his planetary fortress down there. And yeah, all in all, Randy's orbital command apparently got a little bit lost for the moment. Just running forward. Trying to get out of there. Moomin will be able to snipe it off though very comfortably. We've got some engagements down on this side. Where are they all coming down? Oh, the speedlings are coming forward. We don't have anything yet. Here, of course, is Moomin, though. He's pushing back Randy's base. That orbital command is spinning. It's dancing. And, unfortunately, Moomin was not appeased by that lovely dance moves from the orbital command. So, we're waiting now. Shibby is trying to get this hatchery down. If he gets it, it will be super good for him. As you can see, Fungal Growth, so down this side, Born. He's trying to engage. We do have Rockcod very committed to this push. And are we going to see an engagement from the other side as everything pulls back? We are indeed. Look at this moving forward. And look at so much lag indeed there probably is. If you don't have a beast of a machine, this is going to lag everybody. And while hatcheries are going down, this is looking very, very good for the top left team. And the Fungal Growths are really doing huge amounts of damage, catching so many medevacs right there. If you can work out what's going on, you are doing a lot better job than I am. And there is the GG out of Randy. Not a team game though, GG. Just to his allies, just like, this is GG. Like, prepare yourselves. We are going to lose. There's GGs. They're all GGing each other, but not the other team, remember? There we go. Randy has remembered. You've got to hold enter. Randy leaves the game. There's the GG. That was game one. My goodness, that was 23 minutes of game one. If you enjoyed, actually, do you know what? We're not going to do it that way. We're just going to do it that I'm just going to load up the next game. And it is a best of 3, but to be honest, I don't know which order they go in. So, assuming this loads in any kind of timely fashion, we'll switch through. Right, that was game 1, as I'm calling it. I don't know if this is genuinely game 2, or whether it is going to be game 3. But one or the other, we'll find out soon. The game is loading. So, what do we think of 4v4 so far? Remember, everyone, if you're enjoying the cast, leave a cool comment below, like the video, and make sure you subscribe. Normally, I stick to 1v1s from pro players, and I do get casts up every single day of the week. This 4v4 is just for a bit of a laugh. Oh my goodness, I forgot to hide the timer. I hope nobody saw that. Oh, that was some dangerous moves. That was definitely some dangerous moves there. And yes, this is a very funky map for 4v4s, because as we can see, you're all in a base together. Isn't it friendly? Unfortunately, Zerg here makes things a little bit awkward walling off, but that's fine. This side should get walled off quite comfortably. Expansion-wise, it's a lot more comfortable. You've got 3 over this side, and then you've got the 1 on the other side. So you can all take a natural quite quickly, which is good news. You've then got these golds hidden at the edge, so this is something we could see them try to go for. And yeah, we'll wait to try and get some indication of strategy from these guys at the moment. But to be honest, I think for the early game of 4v4s, we should speed this up. Otherwise, this is going to become an incredibly long video. And the most important thing in this situation is our enjoyment. And since we're not looking for anything too crazy, any mass strategy decisions, and rather just doing this for, I was going to swear there, but for something and giggles, we will wait and see what's all going to go down. So, as you can see, not too much walling off command center first. Ooh, brave little movement there. These two still not doing very much. They're all, and yeah, they're all just happily going about their daily business, getting up supply. Oh, are we going to see any engagements? No, the probe gets away fine. We're still on 2x speed, by the way, guys. We're speeding through this. This is definitely en route now to be a quick game. And yeah, expansion's coming down so far. Overlords everywhere. Map vision, let's take a little bit about that war. So far, oh my goodness, doing map vision switching. There we go. Okay, so on the one hand, top left is definitely in a better position. That is, of course, Randy, Remnant, and Born, and Barcode. So, with those guys out, they, of course, are 1 game down. And assuming this is game 2, I'm going to give away that it goes to all 3 games. That, yeah, they should win this one. Hopefully. We'll wait and see. Currently, though, the supplies, let's look at the army supply. Oh, it's tough to see. Roughly all about the same. No one taking massively. A couple of people. Oh, look at there. Rockcod. He's really going for it. He's up to like nearly 40 supply. That is bold. That is high at this stage of the game. As we can see, the creep spread here from Shibby. Rockcod is just like, Shibby, what are you doing? What are you doing, Shibby? Your creep spread, it's ruining everything. The roaches have got in, the Zerglings got in, the gateway and Cybercore is underpowered. This is looking so bad. Let's slow this down to normal, faster speed as opposed to 2 times. And well, drones getting pulled by Shibby, force fields are getting thrown down. This is not looking good for the lower right team. We've got so much aggression coming in from Barcode Zerg. Oh, is the Zealot going to go down? Is the Zealot? Oh, yes, one Zealot goes. Can he get both? Come on, Barcode Zealot. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. And just in time, Randy's army comes in to join the battle. He's like, hey, guys, I heard we're attacking. Meanwhile, down the other side, we've got Moomin. But Bourne is trying to take out his units. This is all so bizarre. Of course, these units can't actually get repowered, which I find is hysterical because of that creep tumor. You can't actually get a pylon in range there, almost certainly. Maybe you could power up the Cybercore, but not the gateway. So, you don't even need to kill that. It just isn't ever going to work. Bourne, though, has a DT out. He's going for it. He's like, DTs are good units, yeah? And he's just going to start going for this. He's going to start picking off Rockcod's base. As we can see, Reno pulling back with those Stalkers. I have no idea who's on whose team right now. All I know is the top left is certainly winning for the time being. If we look, we can't look at anything like workers killed, which is really irritating in these mass games, but speed just getting started out now for Barcode Zerd. That's fine. Stim on its way for Moomin. Moomin doing a good job of defending his side of the base at the moment. He's like, oh my god, Shibby, what did you do? Shibby, you're one hatchery. Shibby could be out of this game very, very shortly, unfortunately. For any Shibby fans there, of course. Remember, Shibby took part in ESET UK Masters last week as the undercard match. All the VODs are on the ESET UK Masters YouTube, so do go and check those out, because yeah, I was casting that, I was casting with Lurlian, and they were actually some really good engagements and really good games, so do go and give them a watch. Now, as we can see, still though, pressure being put on. Shibby is pretty much out of this game now. Poor Shibby, he spawned in an unlucky position there. Barcode Zerg is trying to get some more baning. Shibby has not rebuilt his base. I don't believe he has the money to. He doesn't indeed. So Shibby is merely an observer now in this situation, but still the pressure being put on behind this no expansion is really coming down. The only player to have expanded is Remnant, so yeah, as you can see, Baneling's on their way through, and Moomin is just like too strong, GG! And as we can see, indeed, the top left team was too strong. Moomin leaves the game, Shibby already dead. 2v4 is never gonna work out, so there's Shibby leaving the game. Reno has left the game, and now just these two holding on in the moment. Reno, he's still down there. Apparently that's his unit. Rockcod is still in here. I'm not sure how this has become Reno's base, but I'm all very confused. Oh no, that is Reno's base. What am I all about? It's Moomin who hasn't left yet. And there is Barco Zerd with the BM, easy peasy. And indeed, they made it look easy peasy. So we're just waiting for the other two to leave. Then we'll switch over to the other game, because there's no way you make a comeback in this position. And that's essentially due to the fact that there's two of you. And no matter how quickly this Colossus tries to get out, it is not going to work too fun. There's Rockcod GGing, and that is the game for the moment. So, I have indeed got them in the right order. That was game 2. It's currently tied at 1-1 in this best of 3. Let's go to game 3. And we'll get the decider. I hope we're all having fun. I'm actually quite enjoying this, even though, I'm going to be honest, I have very little clue what's happening, other than lots of Marines and Marauders, Roaches, Zerglings, Banelings, Medevacs, etc. all going at each other. It's quite difficult to tell, because it's a team game, and usually all of the things you can see aren't up. Anyway, we are loaded into the next game, hiding the timer. Oh my goodness, you can tell I prefer this before, and as we can see, all making workers, that is good. All with units, that is good. And let's talk a little bit about this map. We are now on... This is, as far as I can see, basically identical. It is an identical map to Megatron. It's not basically the same, it just is the same, except things are green rather than lava. Oh no, it's not the same. What am I on about? No, it's not. It's not the same. It's definitely different. Gosh, just because they spawn in a similar position and it looks quite similar does not mean it's the same map. This map is possibly the most superior map going right now, because you have got each a very nice natural base. Every single player has got a comfortable natural base they can take, as I'm clicking through all of them. So, that means they should be okay. Let's speed this up, because, yeah, we need to see what's going on. Look at that supply block there. That was huge, lasted forever, but it does not matter, because it was only the first pylon. Come on, Rockcod, you've got this. You've got this, Rockcod. 2-gate, look at that, Bourne, he's pointing out the obvious. Andy being like, what a noob. Getting a 2-gate on this map, that's not going to work. And yeah, Randy, he is definitely taking command yet again. He's getting up his second racks. These two, are they going to be going head-to-head with the early aggression? The hatchery on its way down. Oh, it's stressful. Factory bracks coming from Moomin. Moomin getting his gas as well early on. Meanwhile, we have the first gas just finishing up now for Rockcod. And Randy being like, let's be aggressive to the bottom side then. Of course, the lower left are in trouble. We've got Randy here. He's moving forward. Oh, what's this? Look at this. Look at this from Reno. Reno is just sending in so many zealots. He's like, all of the zealots are going to work right now. That spying pool is taking some damage, but we've got reinforcements coming in from Randy. Randy is coming to help. He is going to try and clean this up, but a lot of things getting taken down. Meanwhile, mass pings going on up here because Rockcod is coming in with some more units. And yeah, for anyone wondering, they're split this way, so along the vertical pretty much. They're in the 2 and 8 position as opposed to any other position, so that is just a rough guideline for you. We've still got more aggression on its way through, so these guys are definitely going for it. Meanwhile, the forces coming to attack Bourne have been taken out. He's trying to rebuild pylons, a lot of pylons, realizing that perhaps just the one may have been a mistake. Looking down though, what is this? We've got more units streaming in. Reno is just being so aggressive. He does not like Remnant. He's just like, no, I'm sending zealots to your base continually until you have nothing left, and there is nothing you can do about it. But here comes Shibby. Shibby is trying to help out, and with this, so much damage is being done. Shibby is definitely on the cards for doing this nicely. Reno, of course, no, Reno didn't go for the 2-gate. Where is Reno? Reno, where's your base? Reno, where are you? Here we go. Yep, so 2-gate. These guys are just going absolutely bazonkers at each other. And yeah, damage coming down. Where's it going? Engagements, Ling v Ling. No idea who's winning this fight, but as we can see, fights are occurring, and Hellions are gonna make it in. Movement's Hellions get into Bourne's base, and as we can see, Stalkers getting taken down by Hellion Zealot, and now all the probes are gonna start dying. This is, of course, worrying times. You can see so much damage being done at the moment, and yeah, damage going down, people are dying, and that is not nice. Of course, when you start dying to Hellions and Stalkers start dying to Hellions, you've got problems with Bourne. He's like, you committed to this push and you are going to make it work, or I'm going to kill you. Unfortunately for Bourne though, he has no probes, as far as I'm aware. If we look at the harvest account, yeah, Bourne is down to none, Remnant is down to none. Those two are basically out, so we could probably call this a 3v3 at the moment. And yeah, Remnant has been completely destroyed. He has a baning nest and a spawning pool. He doesn't have the money for another hatchery, so unless he has a drone alive, which he doesn't, he can't do anything more. He is out of this game pretty solidly. He can't even be gifted the minerals from a teammate to try and stay alive, so 3v3 at the moment pretty much, because Bourne, he's going to struggle to come back from this. He isn't out yet by any means. He's got a couple of workers. He's still going for it, as we can see. He's got up to 2 now, which is infinitely better than he was before, but still, we've got Barcode Zerg coming across, we've got Bourne with him as well. Nothing too much actually happening, so let's speed this up a little bit. Let's see what's going to come down. Oh, some engagements here. Oh, we can see these Stalkers get away. Bourne, they're like your only 3 units. Get back, run. Oh, Bourne, you needed those so badly. They were like the only thing saving your 3 probes were your 3 Stalkers, but you do have 1 sentry. But Shibby is apparently feeling merciful today, and instead going to engage straight onto these banelings. Oh, running Zergling straight into banelings is never going to be fun, but the Hellions are there. Rockcod coming in from behind to reinforce as well, so this is getting pretty dangerous. We have got Stalkers and Hellions, Zerglings, banelings, and Marines and Marauders though, so that will force back Rockcod for the moment. No more engagements coming down at the moment. Banelings still on their way over. Banelings, what are you doing? Looking around, the Hellions still poking and prodding. Top right team is definitely looking to be in a nice position at the moment. Getting everything together nicely, and seriously, Warp Gate Tech isn't done at 10 minutes. When was the last time you saw that? Bourne is just like, I'm dead. Yes, you are indeed dead, Bourne. I'm sorry to tell you this. Oh no, apparently they spared you. You've got money. Build a probe. Build a probe. Oh. Build a probe. You can do it, Bourne. You can do it. Still, we've got the Zerglings coming in though. These mass Hellions are going to become very difficult to deal with exceptionally quickly. It's incredibly annoying. Of course, Remnant has been dead for ages, so it is now 3v3 basically. But Remnant is not out of this game yet. He has got, as far as I can see, 3 Overlords. So those Overlords are certainly going to be useful for scouting the information out. Meanwhile, the Rockcod is, well, Barcode Zerg rather, is losing pretty much everything. I'll tell you one thing, Moomin has been so aggressive against workers, he has been killing all of them relentlessly. The Hellions finally getting cleaned up though. They're still going though. How is this even possible? Well, it's because Shibby is teching behind. He's got his macro hatch up. He's taking the center gold base. He's feeling lucky. Reno's there to support it as well. Of course, they seem to be pinning most of their hopes on Shibby. They're like, Shibby, if he gets enough out, will be fine. Moomin is doing a good job. And yeah, Born is just like, just kill me. I'm dead. Very, very dead. But he's still with a couple of probes. What's this coming on over here? Who's pinging me? Oh, oh, oh. Remnant, you do indeed only live once. And as we can see, that one life may be coming to an end shortly. Randy, run away, Randy, run away! The Zerglings are chasing you down. Oh, for goodness sake. This is so stressful, and you can't tell what's going on. Colossi Infestors, GG Rolf, indeed GG Rolf. Colossi and Infestors are an Imber combination, but as we can see, it looks like Shibby is coming forward. It looks like Shibby is going to win this right now. Shibby and, of course, Reno with the Colossus are pushing forward, and considering you're saying best of 3, don't worry guys, I may have cast these in the wrong order. Oops. I apologize for that. I didn't actually know. I was just guessing and going by my best intuition for Moomin here. Trying to clean out everything. He's still running around. He's still trying to push in. And yeah, as you can see, so much going down. There is the GG. And the winners are indeed the top right. So let's give them the credit they deserve. Shibby, Rockcod, Moomin, and of course Reno are going to be the winners. So everyone, I hope you did enjoy this best of 3 4v4. If you did, make sure you like the video, leave a cool comment and subscribe. I'll be back to normal scheduling tomorrow, which is of course, well actually I'll probably put up more than one game today. I'll probably put up this and some normal 1v1s as well. So make sure you do check them all out, subscribe, etc. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.